Have you ever truly contemplated what it means to not just add years to your life, but to add life to your years, especially after you've celebrated your 70th birthday? So many of us diligently follow the conventional advice, yet we observe others who seem to possess an almost magical formula for enduring vitality. Picture, for a moment, a gentleman named Arthur. At 78, he's not just living. He is the embodiment of a life well lived. He still manages the local community garden, his laughter echoing as he shares stories with fellow gardeners. His mornings are for brisk walks with his rescue dog, and his evenings are often spent in lively debates with his chess club. His friends, many of whom are a decade or more his junior, are in constant awe of his boundless energy and the sharp, inquisitive nature of his mind. They wonder, in hushed tones, how he maintains such a profound connection to life itself. Now consider his old friend David, also 78. David's world has gradually become smaller. His days are a monotonous cycle of television and quiet reflection, not out of a love for solitude, but because a persistent fatigue has become his unwelcome companion. He was once an avid reader and a passionate woodworker, but now finds it a monumental effort to engage in the hobbies that once brought him so much joy. He feels the inexorable weight of his years, not as a badge of honor, but as a heavy cloak. The stark difference between Arthur's vibrant existence and David's quiet retreat is a poignant mystery, one that many of us fear we may one day face. The truth, however, is that the chasm between aging with grace and vitality and simply growing older is not a matter of luck or predetermined fate. It is, in fact, carved out by a series of powerful, scientifically validated habits and the body's own subtle signals that it sends us every single day. In the following exploration, we are going to unveil the 7 fundamental things that, if you are already doing them, are significantly increasing your longevity and well-being after 7. By the time we conclude our journey together, you will not only be able to recognize these vital signs in your own life, but will also be armed with simple, actionable strategies to cultivate this profound sense of longevity for yourself. The secret to a longer, more vibrant life isn't a secret at all. It's a series of conscious choices, and the power to make them is entirely within your grasp. As a passionate advocate for healthy aging and a dedicated researcher in the field of gerontology for many years, I have seen countless real-life stories that mirror those of Arthur and David. The narrative that consistently emerges is not one of dramatic, overnight transformations, but of the quiet power of small, consistent daily practices. The wisdom I wish to share with you is built upon a mountain of scientific evidence and the real-world experiences of thousands of older adults who are thriving. If you find the information we are about to delve into valuable, please let me know by commenting with the number 1. If for any reason it does not resonate with you, please comment with a 0. Your feedback is immensely important as it helps in creating content that truly serves your needs. Now let us begin our exploration into the very heart of what it means to build a resilient and joyful life in our later years. The very first and perhaps most surprisingly profound indicator of how long and how well you will live is your walking speed. It's an activity so ingrained in our daily lives that we seldom give it a second thought. Yet, the pace at which you navigate the world is a powerful and remarkably accurate barometer of your overall health, your body's resilience, and your life expectancy. Think of your gait as a symphony composed by your body's various systems. The strength of your muscles, the efficiency of your cardiovascular system, the health of your joints, and even the sharpness of your cognitive function all come together to determine the tempo of your stride. A brisk, confident walk is a clear sign that these systems are working in harmony, that your body is aging in a healthy and efficient manner. Let's imagine 2 dear friends, Helen and Margaret, both 76 years old. Helen has made it a non-negotiable part of her daily routine to take a 30-minute walk through her neighborhood. Her posture is upright, her stride is long and purposeful, and she moves with an air of effortless grace. She often overtakes people much younger than her, a small fact that brings a private smile to her face. Margaret, on the other hand, has found her world shrinking. Her steps have become shorter, more shuffling. She feels a nagging sense of breathlessness after only a few minutes of walking, and she now meticulously plans her errands to avoid any inclines or stairs. While Helen's steady, energetic pace is a testament to her body's robust health, Margaret's noticeable slowdown is an early warning flare. A sluggish gait isn't just a sign of getting older. It's a significant red flag for a host of potential underlying issues, from sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and poor circulation to more serious neurological conditions. The wonderful news is that you are not a passive observer of your walking speed. You are its conductor. The actionable advice here is to begin today to incorporate more intentional movement into your day. It doesn't have to be a marathon. Start with short 5-minute walks around your home or garden. As you feel stronger, you can gradually increase the duration and intensity. Simple strength and balance exercises, which we will discuss in more detail shortly, can also make a monumental difference in preserving a strong, steady, and life-affirming stride for many years to come. Believe it or not, the power you hold in your hand can tell a remarkably detailed story about your future health. The strength of your handshake, or your grip strength, has been consistently shown in numerous scientific studies to be a reliable and accurate indicator of your overall muscle mass, the health of your circulatory system, and the proper functioning of your nervous system, all of which are absolutely essential for maintaining your independence and vitality as you age. A weakening grip, much like a slowing gait, is not something to be casually dismissed as an inevitable consequence of aging. It can be one of the earliest and most telling signs of frailty and an increased risk for a wide range of chronic health conditions. Consider the story of a man named Robert, a 78-year-old retired carpenter, who had always taken pride in his firm handshake. Recently, however, he started noticing that simple tasks, like opening a stubborn jar of pickles or carrying a full bag of groceries from the car, had become surprisingly difficult. He initially brushed it off, thinking it was just a natural part of the aging process. What Robert didn't realize was that his weakening grip was a canary in the coal mine, signaling a gradual and systemic loss of muscle mass throughout his entire body. Your hands, in this sense, are a mirror reflecting the overall state of your body's muscular health. The actionable advice here is to be proactive in maintaining your strength. You don't need to start lifting heavy weights at the gym. Simple, consistent exercises can work wonders. Squeezing a tennis ball or a stress ball while watching television, using hand grippers, or even carrying light weights during your daily walk can be incredibly effective. Engaging in hobbies that require you to use your hands, such as gardening, knitting, or playing a musical instrument, also contributes significantly to maintaining your hand and forearm strength. If you are still with me on this journey and finding these insights to be of value, please take a moment to comment with the number 3 below. It lets me know that you are engaged and that we are on this path of discovery together. I deeply appreciate you investing your valuable time in this exploration. Just as the strength you can exert is a crucial indicator of your health, so too is your ability to maintain your body's equilibrium. Your sense of balance, and specifically your ability to stand on one leg for a sustained period, is a critical and often overlooked predictor of your longevity. A growing body of research has demonstrated a powerful link between the ability to hold this seemingly simple position for at least 10 seconds and a longer, healthier life. Conversely, those who find themselves struggling to maintain their balance on one leg are at a significantly higher risk of falls, debilitating fractures, and even a more rapid rate of cognitive decline. Let's think about two sisters, Carol and Nancy, both in their early 70s. Carol, an avid practitioner of Tai Chi, incorporates simple balance exercises into her morning routine. She can stand on one leg with the grace and stillness of a flamingo for well over a minute. Nancy, however, feels a sense of unease and wobbliness almost immediately upon lifting one foot off the ground. She finds herself instinctively reaching for a nearby chair or countertop for support. Nancy's struggle is far more than a minor inconvenience. It is a profound warning sign. It points to a weakening of the intricate network of muscles in her legs and core, a slowing of her nervous system's reflexes, and even a potential decline in her brain's ability to process spatial information. A single fall for an older adult can have catastrophic consequences, often leading to a downward spiral of long-term mobility issues, a loss of cherished independence, and a diminished quality of life. The actionable advice here is to make simple balance exercises a part of your daily life. You can start by practicing standing on one foot for just 10 to 15 seconds at a time, while holding onto a sturdy counter or the back of a chair for support. As you gain confidence, you can try to hold the position for longer or even attempt it with your eyes closed for an added challenge. Gentle, flowing movements like those found in Tai Chi and yoga are also exceptionally beneficial for improving your coordination, strengthening your core, and enhancing your body's overall sense of stability. Moving from the purely physical to the deeply personal, the strength and quality of your relationships are one of the most powerful and telling indicators of your health and longevity after the age of 7. A vast and ever-growing body of research has consistently and unequivocally shown that individuals who cultivate and maintain strong, positive social ties live longer, healthier, and more fulfilling lives. Loneliness and social isolation, on the other hand, have been shown to be as detrimental to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. They are linked to a significantly increased risk of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even premature mortality. Imagine Eleanor, a vibrant 78-year-old who has always prioritized her relationships. She has a standing weekly phone call with her daughter who lives in another state, a monthly book club with a group of close friends, and she volunteers twice a week at the local library. This rich tapestry of connection keeps her mind sharp, her spirits high, and her body active. In stark contrast, we have Barbara, who, after the passing of her husband, has slowly but surely withdrawn from her social circles. Her days are now largely spent in solitude, and with each passing month, her sense of isolation has deepened, and both her physical and mental health have begun to show visible signs of decline. Human connection is not merely a pleasant pastime. It has a direct and profound impact on our physical health by buffering the damaging effects of stress and reducing chronic inflammation, a key driver of many age-related diseases. The actionable advice here is to be intentional and proactive in nurturing your social connections. Make a list of people you've been meaning to reconnect with, and reach out to one of them today. Join a club or a group that aligns with your interests, whether it's a gardening society, a walking group, or a choir. Even small, seemingly insignificant interactions, like chatting with the cashier at the grocery store or striking up a conversation with a neighbor, can provide a powerful dose of emotional nourishment. If you are still reading and finding these lessons to be a source of inspiration and useful information, I would be so grateful if you would comment with the number 5 below. It is a simple gesture that lets me know you are still on this journey with me. Thank you for your continued engagement and your precious time. Your internal resilience, your ability to navigate the inevitable storms of life, is another critically important factor in determining your long-term health and well-being. How you handle stress after the age of 70 can reveal a great deal about your future. Chronic, unmanaged stress acts like a corrosive acid on the body, weakening the immune system, increasing the risk of cardiovascular disease, and accelerating the aging process at a cellular level by promoting chronic inflammation. Those who have developed healthy and effective coping mechanisms tend to age with a greater sense of grace and equanimity, maintaining sharper cognitive function and a significantly higher quality of life. Let's consider two men, John and Richard, both 76 years old. John has cultivated a sense of calm and perspective over the years. When faced with life's inevitable challenges, a health scare, or a financial worry, he turns to his well-honed coping strategies. He practices mindfulness meditation, takes long walks in nature, and makes a point of connecting with his supportive network of family and friends. He refuses to let his mind dwell on things that are outside of his control. Richard, on the other hand, finds even minor setbacks to be overwhelming. A small unexpected bill or a critical comment from a family member can send him into a tailspin of worry and frustration. This constant state of high alert takes a significant toll on his physical health, leading to high blood pressure, digestive issues, and a pervasive sense of fatigue. The actionable advice here is to actively learn and practice stress management skills. You don't need to become a Zen master overnight. Simple practices, when done consistently, can make a profound difference. Deep breathing exercises, even for just a few minutes a day, can have an immediate calming effect on the nervous system. Regular physical activity is a powerful stress reliever, and never underestimate the therapeutic power of laughter. Having a trusted friend or family member to confide in is also a crucial element in easing the burden of stress. Beyond your ability to manage stress, the practice of keeping your mind sharp and engaged is a cornerstone of a long, vibrant, and fulfilling life. This isn't simply about staving off cognitive decline or diseases like dementia. It's about actively and joyfully engaging your mind through the power of continuous learning and problem solving. An agile, curious, and open mind is one of the greatest assets you possess in your later years. Those who thrive well into their 80s and 90s almost invariably maintain a deeply ingrained habit of challenging their minds on a regular basis. It doesn't have to be a formal academic pursuit. It could be as simple as reading a book on a topic you know nothing about, diligently working on the daily crossword puzzle, learning a new language with a mobile app, or taking an online course on a subject that has always fascinated you. This unwavering commitment to lifelong learning does more than just entertain. It strengthens the neural pathways in your brain, enhances your memory and problem-solving skills, and keeps your mind active, engaged, and resilient. When faced with the inevitable challenges of life, they are more likely to see them as opportunities for growth and learning rather than insurmountable obstacles. Their curiosity about the world around them remains undiminished, a powerful driving force that propels them to explore new ideas, cultures, and experiences. The actionable advice here is to find something new that genuinely sparks your interest and dive in head. Join a local club, pick up a new hobby you've always been curious about, or simply make it a daily practice to learn one new and interesting thing. Keeping your mind open, receptive, and constantly learning not only enriches your life in countless ways, but also serves as a powerful shield, keeping you mentally resilient and engaged with the world. Finally, a well-developed sense of humor and the ability to find and savor joy in the small everyday moments of life are potent and often underestimated tools for longevity. Laughter is far more than just a fleeting source of amusement. It is a powerful coping mechanism that helps to cultivate a positive and optimistic outlook on life and builds a deep well of resilience. Approaching life with a lighthearted attitude and a playful spirit can diffuse tension, reduce stress, and create a more joyful and harmonious environment for both yourself and those around you. Cherishing a sense of playfulness and childlike wonder allows you to savor life's simple, unadorned pleasures, from a spontaneous moment of silliness with a grandchild to engaging in a creative hobby that brings you pure, unadulterated joy. This playful attitude keeps you deeply connected to the inherent joy in the world and significantly enhances your overall happiness and well-being. The actionable advice is to actively seek out and create moments that bring you joy and amusement. Share a funny story or a joke with a friend. Watch a comedy that makes you laugh until your sides hurt. Or simply give yourself permission to find the humor in the often quirky and unpredictable nature of daily life. So, as we bring our journey to a close, what have you learned so far? As we have explored these 7 powerful and interconnected signs of a long and healthy life, what is the one thing that has resonated with you the most? The one thing you plan to bring into practice in your own life, starting today? Will you be paying more conscious attention to the pace of your walk, making a commitment to reach out to an old friend you've lost touch with? Or perhaps finding a new and exciting hobby to challenge and delight your mind? Please, I encourage you to share your answer in the comments below. Your personal journey and your unique insights are incredibly valuable to this community of learners. And if this article has sparked something within you, if it has resonated with you on a deeper level, I warmly encourage you to share it with your friends, your family, or anyone in your life who you feel might benefit from this wisdom. Thank you for taking the time to read this, and remember, always, to live your best life, a life filled with vibrant health, meaningful connection, and abundant joy.